It's early morning and I'm in my office, which is in a bit of chaos right now. And I'm thinking about a line from Lao Tzu, the Chinese philosopher, which he famously says, "The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step." And for many years now, I felt like in my experience, that wasn't quite right. And I needed to revise it to say, actually, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with an unrealistic expectation of how easy it will be to arrive. And it's that which, in my case, sets me off. Yeah, I'll do that. That'll be easy and it'll all be fine. And I've just had a fantastic example of that, hence the reason my office is a bit chaotic as I launch into probably the biggest and most important project of my life. But before I get into that, and I do want to just give you a little taste of what's been going on for those that are interested, I've just finished with Deborah, my wife, a really fabulous Deep Awake retreat. And we've been doing these for a long time. They keep evolving and changing. Just the experience is extraordinary. They're the experiential side to my philosophical work, and for Deborah also. We do that just next door in a beautiful light space that we have. And anyone who knows, everyone who comes has this deep awake, big love, something magical. However, I'm fully engaged with this project of a lifetime that I'm going to mention where I'm at with it all in a couple of moments. And I am wondering whether we will do a retreat in the new year, which we always do. It's kind of like a bit of a mythic event. Our New Year's retreat is a great way to bring in the new year, and it turns into a bit of a party because we have midnight and we can dance and celebrate with all of that big love, deep awake energy. It kind of explodes into this celebration of being alive, as well as being a deep spiritual exploration of the nature of what it is to be human. But I'm hoping I'm going to make it to the States, maybe, hopefully, next year. But I'm in two minds because it takes so much energy and it takes so much time. However, I think if there was enough demand, if there was people going, "No, we really want to come, Tim, please do it," then I think I'd just go, "Come on, let's just do it." It's such a joy. So this first message for those that are interested in my work is, if you're thinking, "I really want to come to one of these retreats before Tim stops doing them one day, and I'd like to do it this new year," then contact me. I need your, you can email me via my website, timfreke.com, and say, "Look, there's three of us and we really want to come." And if there's enough, it's overwhelming, the interest is then Debbie and I will do it. But that's that. Now, my room. Well, look, I've got, those of you that know my latest book, Soul Story, there it is. There's my, let's take, my logo is on the wall. I haven't done up my office. I've been in here for 20-something, 5 years, I don't know, long time. Haven't done it up at all in that time, really, because there's always something more important to do or more important to spend money on and all of that. But recently I made a big decision, which was I'm working on this pod book, which is 8 years of intense philosophy since Soul Story, to take the understanding of it's called Why Your Life Really Matters. So to take an understanding of why each of our individual lives really matters, and create what I call a post-scientific spirituality. Almost all major spiritual traditions are very old, and they're before the scientific revolution. I've written books on all of them, and now I want to create or evolve them into, is better to say, a post-scientific spirituality, which can really, really take into account the insights we've gained about the nature of reality since the scientific revolution. So that's the project. There's plenty more to say on that. I'm not going to say that now. I'm just having a little moan about my room because it's a bit chaotic, although it's going to look beautiful. And that's because I was intending to do the whole thing as an audio podcast. It's called a pod book. It's a love child between the immediacy of a podcast, me talking like I am now, and chapters. Like, no, I want to get this across, then this across. If you understand this, then you can understand this. And there's a lot. It's a big, big, big project. And I thought, well, we'll do it as audio. That's the easiest thing to do. Because that's easy for me to edit when I need to and just put out there. And then as I've got very close to starting, and I'm very close now, very close to actually to start to release this thing, which I'm just going to give away. You know, I'm an old man. Let's just give it away. Let it do some good. I thought I want to do it with the camera. I want to do it visually, which is going to be much harder. And but I want to do that. I want to have a sense like now that you can see me. It's me. You can hear me, and that's true too. But there's something about the visual connection as well. And anyway, so I made the decision, and I did it because I thought, I think this will be straightforward. I can just do this, this, and this. It'll be easy. And of course, the 1,000-mile journey starts with an unrealistic expectation of how easy it is to arrive, and it has not been easy. Dealing with the technical issues, dealing with how does it look, deciding that I would like to actually paint my wall and stick a logo on it because that looks fun and make it a bit striking and interesting. Oh man, and then all the, how do I record it? What software do I use? Oh, hang on a second, I didn't think of this, I didn't think of that. How do you make something look really high quality visually on YouTube? Because most of my stuff is, it's not like that. On and on. So there you go. And so I'm right in the middle of that. But the good news is, I think it's going to be worth it. I think it is going to be worth it. And when I reflect on all the times in my life, endlessly, that I've started off on that 1,000-mile journey, because it seems like it's going to be straightforward. And then, of course, it isn't. It's challenge after challenge. I look back and I think if I thought it was going to be so difficult, maybe I'd never have started. But I'm so glad that I did make the journey. I mean, with this project I'm working on, the Podbean. Podbean? Podbean, that is the company that do my podcasts. What I'm calling a pod book. Why Your Life Really Matters. The pod book. The podcast that is structured and clear like a book that unfolds chapter by chapter. 8 years. 8 years since the end of, I finished work on Soul Story, which itself was a huge journey for me. 8 years, and that's most days, nearly every day, and often most of the day, if not all the day, and in the middle of the night as well. And that started from some new insights that arrived literally 2 weeks after I delivered the manuscript for Soul Story, and me thinking, oh, actually, I thought I'd done, but these new insights, these are important, and I think it'll be easy to develop them into a little short project, which is an addendum to the Soul Story book. It'll be fine. 8 years. But that 8 years, I hope, is now coming to its conclusion. And then I start the next level of the journey, which is actually creating the episodes of the pod book. And hopefully I'm now clear enough on the ideas that I can get them across, and you can see why I fell in love with them, why I've just gone, oh, these are beautiful ideas. And not in some abstract way, but the way that they change your life, the way they make you experience life, the way they make you feel, the way they open up the spiritual dimension of life as a reality, but in a whole new way that is better.